Alright, good morning, hun buns. Running a little late this morning. So, this one's probably going to be a short one this morning. And I'm going to explain, like yesterday I left off on my name. For a very long time. Well, I'm sorry. Let me start off by saying, how are you guys doing this morning? Did you have a good night's sleep? Did you have a nice commute going home? You have a pleasant night? Because trust me, after I got in the house from sneezing my head off, my nose running like crazy, and everything, I took my allergy medicine, I ate, and then I crashed out until my alarm went off this morning. I was so sluggish this morning behind, like, my allergy medicines just still being in my system. And I was just so sluggish. By the way, I'm up and moving. You gotta keep it going. It feels like it's, oh crap, sorry. Feels like it's Thursday, but it's only Wednesday. And I gotta keep it moving. I wanted to be able to call out today, but I can't because, like I said yesterday, I have to go back. I have to go to work, get things going. Like my mom would say, bills ain't gonna pay themselves. And I used to call my mom the majority of the time. Mama, I need you to help. I need you to help me pay this, or I need you to help me pay my rent, or I need you to help me pay my car note, whatever it was. And my mom just said one day, she said, baby, she said, one day I'm not going to be here. Do what you want to do. I'm not going to be here forever. You know, you need to start figuring things out. So that made me have to, you know, come to reality for some things. So where you can call your parents here and there, you know, siblings here and there, someone to help you here and there. But all the time, you have to start to figure things out, because whatever you're doing ain't working. But back to the conversation from yesterday. Yesterday, our conversation was about my name. And my name, of how I chose my page as well, Kimberly Rochelle. Now, growing up, mainly everybody called me Kim. And I still answer to Kim. And I never wanted anyone to call me Kimberly, because the only time I heard my full name was if I was in trouble. Any other time my mom would be like, Kim, you know, whatever it was that I was supposed to be doing, or she needed me to do it, whatever. But if I happened to be in trouble, or if I didn't happen to hear her, my mama would say my whole name, Kimberly. And I just grew up, was like, ugh! You know, so I didn't want someone calling me by my full name. My full first name, as it is. And so I would be agitated. So, but when I turned 18, I knew then that I have to have ownership of my name. That is my name. And I need to, you know, own my name. I need to be comfortable with my name. So when I, like I said, turned 18 and was out of school, going to college, you're going to be dressed by your full name. It's not like, oh, you can call me Kim or whatever it is. Most of your professors, your teachers are not caring about what it is you want to be called. They're just going to make sure that you're there, right? And most of the time, they're going to address you by your last name anyway. And at work, most of the time, they'll address you by your last name. When it comes to your higher-ups in management or in rank, right? Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to clear my throat. So with that being in mind, I have to take ownership of my name. Oh Lord, I'm about to deal with some traffic this morning. All because I am leaving out late. Like I said, I was very sluggish this morning. Very sluggish. So for a long time, so when I introduce myself to people, they figure like, oh, you know, hey Kim, no. When I introduce you to myself when I first meet you, I tell you my name is Kimberly. Unless I'm comfortable with you, or I'm cool with you, or it's been over a good amount of time, people can call me Kim, and I don't, it doesn't faze me. The difference is two Kimberlys at work. The other Kimberly at work is not going to answer by Kimberly at all. But if we're in the same room at the same time and somebody says Kim, neither one of us answers, because we don't know who you're talking to. We don't know which one you want the attention, like, you know, what it is that you're needing, or who you're speaking to. So we don't say anything. We're like, we don't know who you're talking to, so we don't say nothing. And usually they'll say, oh, you know, Kim whoever, then our last name come into play. And we made the distinction before to people at work, letting them know. And I've let people know, my name is Kimberly. And I don't like it when people take it upon themselves when they be like, oh, hey, you know, if I introduce myself to you as Kimberly, and you extend your hand and say, hey, Kim, you disregarded of what I just said to you. I didn't say my name. I didn't introduce you as Kim. I introduced myself to you as Kimberly. So now my middle name comes into play. The reason I don't like using my middle name, like Kimberly Rochelle, is because most of the time when people hear Kimberly Rochelle, they be like, oh, that's so nice. That's a nice name. That's a pretty name. I'd be like, well, thank you. I appreciate it. But you have some people who are like infatuated with it and just be like, keep saying your name like you don't know your name. And they can't understand why you're upset. You'd be like, well, can you stop saying my name? I know my name. Just because you think it's nice and you think it's cute, I understand. But I know my name. But I don't need you to keep repeating it. So it's certain people too. I'll be like, okay, I know when they're joking. I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna run your pinky toe down in the parking lot. But go on, keep it moving. I'm like, y'all must want to get hurt this morning. I have thrown like, you know, like if you leave like little if you unstable paper, right, and you have the little staples. I've gotten little staples and just be like, okay, I'll throw them little staples at you while we're at work, right? Outside of work, is like I said, at work it's just all fun and jokes. But outside of work, no one does that, right? So I have to have for ownership, even if it's not, you know, comfortable in the beginning. You have to find yourself being comfortable with something that is yours. It's actually yours. You know what I mean? It belongs to you. It is your name. That's the name that was given unto you. Now, if you decide you want to change your name, that's your business. You do what you want to do. I'm not going to, you know, knock it. You are you. I am me. And it is what it is, okay? But that's how I chose how I would go about my YouTube name, because I have to be and then on top of that, I got this big ass cement truck that acts like it wants to cut me off. It's Wednesday. I understand it's the middle of the week. People really don't want to be bothered. They want to, you know, just like me, trying to get to work. It's not I don't know what particular is going on or why this, you know, truck. Look, I'm not following you. I'm not stalking you. I'm just trying to get along. But you trying to cut me off in the morning, it's not my cup of tea right now. So I'm trying to get there. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. answer this thing right quick. Hold on. It is not. Hold on. Hey y'all. Sorry, my buns. I had to take a phone call, but I done made it here to the garage, to this job, and I gotta try to hurry up and get in this building. I'm sorry for cutting y'all off, but I will pick this up this afternoon to continue on with, like, how do you got to own your consciousness of who you are, no matter, you know, the things you're afraid of. But I love y'all. I'll talk to you guys this afternoon, okay? Bye. I'm sorry for so late and so short, but I will continue this afternoon.